Hello everyone, myself Shinde Vijay, working as Assistant Professor at Department of Nanoscience and Nanotechnology, KTGM College, Nasik. Today we are going to discuss TYPSC Semester 3rd, paper number 5, that is the course of Energy Conversion Devices and Applications. Now, in today's lecture, we have to cover the topic of effects of the various parameters on efficiency for photovoltaic solar cells. Now, the effect of various parameters on efficiency of a photovoltaic solar cell. Three types of parameters on effect of efficiency studied here. That is the first one, effect of series and shunt resistance on efficiency. Second effect is the effect of solar radiation on efficiency, and third and last one is effect of temperature on efficiency. Now the first one discuss with effect of series and shunt resistance on efficiency. The parasitic resistance, series resistance and shunt resistance mainly affect the fill factor of solar cells, which in turn affect the efficiency of the solar cell. Means the parasitic resistances, they have two resistance, series resistance and shunt resistance. This affected by the fill factor of solar cell, which in turn affect the efficiency of solar cells. The series resistance is the sum of resistance due to all the components that come in the path of current. Means the series resistance is sum of the all component of path of current flow. These all components is known as series resistance. These included the components is a base, emitter, semiconductor, metal contact resistance and resistance of metal contact. These components are sum of is the series resistance. It is desirable to have the value of series resistance as low as possible. Means these components we have sum is the value is low as possible. The shunt resistance due to the leakage across the PN junction, means series resistance is the leakage across the PN junction, the leakage current across the PN junction. It could be due to the shunt around the periphery of the cell or due to the crystal defect of precipitates of impurities in the junction region. Means the shunt resistance is the cell due to the crystal defect or precipitates of impurity in the junction region of the PN junction. It is desirable to have the value of shunt resistance as high as possible. This shunt resistance value is high as possible, but series resistance as a value is low as possible. Okay, means high and low value with desirable by the shunt and series resistance. The effect of series and shunt resistances is to reduce the fill factor of a solar cell. Means this effect of series and shunt resistance to reduce the fill factor of solar cells. The effect of series and shunt resistance is due to reduce the fill factor is shown in figure. In next slide figure, we have shown that the effect of series and shunt resistance. The effect of should be observed by the noticing the change in the squareness of the curves. The change in the squareness of the curves as shown in figure. This figure Figure A is series resistance and figure B is shunt resistance on the fill factor of the photovoltaic solar cells. The effect of fill factor. They have showing that the current versus voltage in figure is series resistance. The effect is the curve 10 mega ohm this curve, 13 mega ohm this curve, 0 mega ohm this curve, 16 mega ohm this curve, 19 mega ohm this curve. Very large RS is the straight line here. Okay, this curve is affected there. And the next shunt resistance is a 1000 mega ohm, 3 mega ohm, 1 mega ohm, 0.5 mega ohm. This is a very low RSH. RSH means shunt resistance. Okay, this is graphically represented that. This is the shown in figure. Now, I discuss with second one effect is the effect of solar radiation on efficiency. The solar radiation effect on efficiency of solar cells. The safety assumes that the short circuit current is proportional to the intensity of radiation. Means the safety of short circuit current is proportional to intensity of radiation. Also expressed for VCH. Expressed for V suffix CH can be simplified as because usually IL is much larger than I0. Usually IL is much larger than I0. That's how V suffix CH is equal to KT upon Q ln in bracket IL upon I0 plus 1 bracket complete plus KT upon Q ln IL upon I0 is equal to equation number first. Using the above approximation, the equation for the cell efficiency can be written as this equation is written by neta. Neta is equal to ICH VCH FF fill factor upon PCH is equal to this value is put up here, the NIL in bracket KT upon Q ln IL upon I0 fill factor upon Pin. That is the equation number second, where Pin is the intensity of solar radiation. Pin is the intensity of solar radiation and N is the factor accounting for radiation intensity. In this equation, N accounting for radiation intensity and Pn is the intensity for solar radiation. Okay. Here, dependence of fill factor on radiation is not considered from equation number second. One can say that as the radiation intensity decreases, the efficiency of solar cell should be decreases. Means the efficiency of radiation or radiation efficiency or radiation intensity is decreases, the efficiency of solar cell should be decreases, is the directly proportional to the relation. This will be happen because of the decreasing V suffix CH with the decreasing IL and not because of decreasing IL is related to the decreasing PN, P suffix N. Okay, both of which cancel out. The cell efficiency increases if the radiation intensity is increased behind I. Means sun intensity is increased behind the I. Sun intensity again if fill factor is assumed to be constant. If this condition, this cell efficiency increases if the radiation intensity is increased behind the sun intensity. Again, if fill factor is constant, assume that the constant. The relative change in efficiency as a function of radiation intensity factor N can be written in the following way. The del neta upon neta is equal to ln n upon ln IL upon I0 is equal to KT upon Q ln n upon VCH. That is the equation number 3rd. Being this the written by logarithmic form for silicon vapor phase solar cells, the value of KT upon QVCH is 0.04. Using this value in equation number 3, we will get the following relationship. This relationship is del neta upon neta in bracket percentile is equal to 4 into ln n. That is the equation number 4. Thus, using equation number 4, the decrease in the efficiency for lower radiation level can be estimated for silicon vapor phase solar cell, while equation number 3 can be used for the any other solar cells. For silicon vapor phase cell, the efficiency decreases by about 3% for 0.5 sun intensity as compared to I sun efficiency. That's why comparison between the silicon solar efficiency will be decreased by 3%. That's how 0.5% or 0.5 sun intensity as compared to the sun efficiency. That's how comparison between intensity or efficiency, that the sun. In intensity or efficiency, the comparison between the sun. That's how the equation number 3 is also used for any solar cell by calculating the solar efficiency equation. That efficiency decrease that silicon vapor based solar cells, we have to the comparison between intensity of sun and efficiency of sun. Now discuss with another one or last one effect is effect of temperature on efficiency of solar cell. The temperature dependency of a solar cell efficiency comes from the dependency of VCH on temperature, which in turn depend on the reverse saturation current I0 can vary significantly with temperature. That's how the expression for I0 is reproduced here. I0 is equal to Q capital D N Ni square upon ln N0 plus Q dP Ni square upon Lp Nd. That is the equation number 5. The variation in I0 here, I0 become of a temperature is mainly due to Ni, intrinsic carrier concentration. Other parameters in equation number 5 are assumed to be constant with temperature. Other parameter is assumed to constant temperature. That the Ni as a function of temperature is expressed as follows. Ni square is equal to K2 e raised to minus Eg raised to Kt. That is the equation number 6. Where K2 is a constant, putting equation 6 in equation 5, we will obtain I0 is equal to K2 e raised to minus Eg raised to Kt. That is the equation number 7. where K2 is another constant. Equation 7 can now be used in equation first in order to obtain dependency of VCH on temperature. We will get the following equation. The equation is VCH is equal to KT upon Q ln IL upon K2 plus Eg upon Q. That is the equation number 8. Differentiating equation 8 with T means temperature T and replacing K2 in term of V in, we will get the rate of change of VCH as a function of temperature. That is, the forming equation is dVCH upon dt is equal to 1 by T in bracket V in minus Eg upon Q. That is the equation number 9. Since Eg upon Q terms will always be higher than the open circuit voltage V in. Turn in equation 9, the change in VCH due to the increase in temperature will always be negative. Will be also the negative sign there. They have, since Eg upon Q in term is always higher than open circuit voltage V in. The V in decreases as the temperature of the cell increases. Means V in is decreases, the temperature of the cell is increases. That means this is the inversely proportional to relation. Okay, inversely proportional to the relation that. Let's have the equation number 9, that for higher V in solar cell, the drop in VCH will be lower with temperature rise. In today's lecture, I have to cover the effect of various parameters on a efficiency of solar cell or photovoltaic solar cells. They have 3 types is also studied, that the effect of series and shunt resistance on efficiency of a solar cell. The second one, the effect of solar radiation on a efficiency of solar cell, and last effect or third one effect is effect of temperature on a efficiency of solar cell or photovoltaic solar cells. Now, in next lecture, I have studied the design of solar cell or photovoltaic solar cells. Thank you.